Good morning. I have forgotten to put my Otter up. How is everyone? If I can remember what the program is. There we go. So today I figured we'd go back into Pointy Mountain. And of course, if anybody has any other museums that they would like to see, let me know. Let me turn down the game audio a little bit. Okay.
Hi, I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and you're listening to Digging Deeper, the show that covers all things related to archaeology, science, aliens, the otherworldly, and even giant football pyramids. Together, we'll go on a journey of discovery, stopping off to learn from preeminent minds about the world's most cutting-edge...
Okay, trying to remind myself where I am on this one. So what I'd like to do is I would like to try to get to at least
We'll find out right after this.
museum level 75, and then I might go and check out another museum and try to get some of those raised up. So I think what I was working on here was the dinosaur bones. Where are my... They're over here. What all do I have? Do I have anything that I can shred? I have a cheese press. I have a locomotive. Is it just the first part? I think it is. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. All right. No boxes. So let's go in to the sticker book. Okay, I've already got this one and this one in the museum. Do I have... That's the marketing campaign ended. I think it's the bone belt is a little bit easier. Yeah, because here we just got injuries. And we'll send them with a first aid kit. We'll do a detailed. Send them off. They should be able to grab that last one. I need someone that's got rapid restoration. I probably have them. I probably just either... Let's see. No. I just need experts. Yeah, you're leaving on expedition. Well, I mean... There's a wall beaker. Yeah, we're fixing to shred some cheese here. I mean, I feel bad because they're actually pristine, but I could probably get them again. Check that in there. Okay. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. Maybe that's where I actually sent my people. Okay. Let's go. What else do I have in here? That's complete. That's complete. It's been a while. It's been a little bit since I've... Okay, this one is not complete, so let's try to see if we can't get... That one. We'll do the XP journal, detailed, and then this one. There we are. Bernard saves the day with those 2 slots. And we'll send them with XP. Do I have perks for these? Easy fixture. That would work, but let's just go ahead and in the meantime... increase these. We got moles. Let's go through and look at... Oh, we're just gonna do this. Oh yeah, we don't have a lot of security. I need... Hold on. Security layout. Let's copy this room. Someone already caught, no?
And we're back, which
All right, let's go look and see where Leroy is. Yeah, you need to actually be in here.
yet been subjugated by what archaeologist Professor Emmett Snowberger has described as a hidden gnome army. Yes, gnomes. Professor Snowberger claims his team uncovered the apocalyptic horde while excavating in the Bone Belt, where they found thousands of heavily armed gnome soldiers with skin like porcelain and unblinking eyes, lying in wait to rise up and conquer humanity. Ugh. In an act of heroism, the professor and his team took up sticks and smashed the clay menaces to dust before they could march on major cities. Don't know about you, but I'll be sleeping more soundly tonight.
Okay. I believe, yeah, he got caught. Okay, I think that's done. But I can definitely see where there's a couple places that I need to shore up. Some deficits. Yep, because there is my mosaic. And I believe that was actually finished. Yeah, I literally just saw him. I thought he was already gone. All right, let's come over here. It feels weird putting them right on the security glass, though. Okay, let's go. So, okay, maybe... Do you want it back? Yeah, we're gonna give it back. Yeah, because it was absolutely finished. All right, let's go look at the dilemma. So I do these with poles. And we have Gulp. A glug happy team member just quaffed the last of the water supplies. What now? Do we refill bottles from stagnant water or do we do an airdrop? Your chance to make some decisions that will influence. Other than that, we've got two that are still going on. I like my little summer area over here. All right, we're going to do an airdrop. Let's do that first. Knowing that some of the expedition team won't even drink the tap water back home, you fly in emergency supplies, minus $1,000. Which is preferable because I think the alternative would have been... I think they would have gotten sick. Somebody would have gotten sick. Okay, I think... I already have, like... 2 of these. Let's just move that down there. We'll put this right here. What do you need? A hanging amber. I thought I would have put that down. You know, I bet... I want to see if... This is hanging ice. I wonder if that... No. Because that would have been the base point for that. So we'll just do hanging amber like they want. Okay, what does this want? That just needs a little bit more decoration. And that needs a lot more decoration. Copy that. Let's get to marine. Put these in.
Under this ceaseless sun, the vegetation thrives, but everything we have is spoiled. Return to a world of legend and lamb chops with even bigger steaks.
There's that one. I believe this is a commercial for Meat Wizard. Which, speaking of which, the new update they announced. And we're going to actually be able to go into the Digiverse. Just needs a little bit more. That's good. That one's good. This one just needs one more little. Do we have? That's 2 mana rays. We can do... Hold on.
Guests are reminded not to litter the museum. You seem to need reminding.
Okay, I feel like if I'm gonna have a turtle decal, they need to be actually... We're just gonna hide it under there. I feel like if I'm gonna have a turtle decal, it really needs to be next to the turtle thing. Which... I believe the turtle would actually go in here. So let's... Where is it? There he is. Do I have one that has... No. But the exhibit quality will go down one. I could do that. No. I don't have anybody with that one. Well, we'll send Sunny. With a serendipity potion. Yeah. Let's go check. Check our crates. I don't have that ready to go. All right, there's that one. We'll send yeah, we'll do that, and we'll send them with a first aid kit. Detailed. Do survey scanner. So I've got one botany exhibit over here. Let's put those right over there for now. And I think I might do... Maybe a little bit of... No, hold on. They're right here. Because I think I've got at least 1, 2... Yeah. I've got 4 of these things. And there. Actually, okay. I think I'm changing my mind. I'm thinking I want to kind of change how I'm setting this up and have these actually be in small individual buildings. So like for here, an example of that would be that'd be like right there. We'll do one of these right here. Oh, I've got to be on that, probably on this building. Edit.
Welcome back. Now it's time for our sporadically regular slot, Did You Know, where we reveal an exciting little-known fact to help edify you.
And then in here, we'll do things like we'll have...
You know that the average museum gets through 2,467 sheets of toilet paper each day, enough to stretch from the ground to the summit of a tall tree and back again. Oh.
Announcement. Staff look like they need some training.
Reminder to wash your hand on the way out. To there, we'll have that, and then we'll do a couple sinks. Let's go to here. There we go. Pristine turtle, which should be able to go into here. Hates ruins. Okay, well... Okay, I need to kind of hold off on some spending for a little bit. Like spending, I mean, sitting on trips and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do like this. So, like, say you come in and there is your... That's the ticket booth. So you come in, this might be like you have to pay for every exhibit that you go see. Yeah.
The expedition team are back. I have a good feeling about this one.
It's that one. I'm bound to determine we are gonna get
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
so it might go up a little bit here. And there, we're gonna do a security door right there. And I'm gonna put like right here. There's coffee.
Occasional merits are being inspected.
Yeah, coffee.
Expedition team have finally
We get
better late than never.
I need a couch. Right there. And I need that one, and then we'll do golden bin right there. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I need to do the wall here. We're going to back that out. There we go. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I could have a door. No, I can't. If we do that, there we go.
We are.
There we go. Finally got that one finished.
We're almost out of time, but there's just enough for a reader's question, a chance to challenge my knowledge to help you, the listening public, learn more about.
Okay, this one we're gonna do grass.
Today's query comes from Jessica Gibbon-Nose, who asks, would it have made more sense for the pyramids to have been round, so they could have been rolled across the desert, rather than being constructed one block at a time? Well, Jessica, it's an interesting point. Actually, it's not. I've been Hayley Von Trowell. Join me next time for another, hopefully much better episode of Digging Deeper.
Please welcome the collector to the museum. Happy shopping.
Let's go back to there. Line. And back to there. All right, triangle placement.
It should go without saying, but here goes.
And this is another one of these things.
No climbing on bones, fossils, or other prehistoric memorabilia.
Okay, let's go to temperature.
Attention, guests are feeling thirsty. Please panic accordingly.
I could see doing... that's... I'll have to take that up. I might extend this out further and then move this. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Well, I'll do that when it comes time to expand. Let's come over here and we're gonna do some misting.
Gift shop requires restocking. There's nothing to buy.
Okay, let's try this again.
Staff can receive training to be less useless and more useful.
Let's see, and then we have... Yeah, that one's gonna need a little bit more heat. and fill. And we'll put that right there. Recolored.
Tired of being tired? That old mattress bringing you down?
Oh, this bed is so lumpy.
Then you need Levy Bed. Our patented 12-jet system keeps you suspended and cool while you sleep without the need for a physical mattress.
Oh, it's like sleeping on a cloud.
Nope. We're going to do...
May cause hypothermia, hearing impairment, and spinal calamity.
Vandals. Caught vandalizing. We stopped them.
last one.
Obviously. The gift shop is fantastic value. Isn't that strange?
All right, and with info stands. Let's try to do the same thing over here, just slightly angled.
Frequently asked questions. The museum cannot provide spaceship parking at this time. Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
I'll eventually go back and add those back in.
Announcement. Staff look like they need some training.
And if we put that right there, we put this. I bet I could fit that in the center. There we go. Okay, Jumbo Marketing just does... And yeah, they don't really do a whole lot. Let's see. If I do... I think it's wild.
Frequently asked
Yeah.
questions. Yes, the dinosaurs are real, but they're not anymore.
We'll do that for now. And the last two over here. There we go. We'll do that with another doorway right there. Okay, what do we need? Near any botany exhibit. Vine column. Vine column. Near any botany exhibit. Vine column and botany exhibit. Okay.
Gift shop requires restocking. There's nothing to buy.
About there. There we go. Let's do a fantasy elaborate.
The camera room is currently offline. Don't do anything funny.
I could do these edible plants, but I don't think I do. I have this one. That just gets injury. I can get rid of one of them. Oh no, it's an injury and an illness. Yeah, we'll do that. Detailed. Yeah, let's send them. That gets an extra 5% XP.
It doesn't matter how hungry you are, do not eat the exhibit.
Let's see. Can we also do... That's the same one. Let's go over here to prehistory. Let's try this one more time. I'm just going to start selling them. If I get that. Do I not have anyone with? No, I don't. But we are going to and do a first aid kit at least. Yeah, I just need a little bit more buzz. Hey, Toasted. Yeah, they're still not working. But I did find out how to do how to I did figure out where the thing is to refund points. Okay, we've got 2 going. I think I'm going to sell this one because I really don't need 3. Trying to work on this one, the dinosaur bone exhibits.
Please admire the botany exhibits from a safe distance. Some of them do bite.
I mean, none of my ticket booths are being worked. What do you call these 2 people? Okay, that's working.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. You're listening to the only station that matters, 2 Point Radio. I'm Sir Nigel Bickleworth, the reason we're all here. What will I say next? It's all terribly exciting, but you'll have to wait because it's time.
Okay, that one, I could have 2 more. You know what? Let's just put in my other 2 goblins. There we go. Star rating increased. You know, I'm half surprised one of these is just say blah, blah, blah. Points, whatever. That would kind of match Tarquin's enthusiasm.
Announcement. There's no one in the camera room. This is your chance.
But that got us to 75. So the question I have for everyone is, do we continue with this one or do we... Let's go here. No. What are the events? MIA, I can do that one. I need someone with pilot wings. I don't know if I've even got the training room up. I think when I'm back, I might redesign this again. Because I'm kind of doing something similar in my YouTube. I've got the fantasy finds over here, but I like the way I've got that set up so much better than I've got this. And then it goes into the aquariums. Made some storylines with the exhibits. I think that that's one of the ways of like how you can kind of progress of how like it helps me to kind of figure out how I want to lay stuff out. So, but that's awesome. I loved hearing that. We do have an ad coming up here in about 15 seconds. I am going to let this run. Hopefully with no thieves. I'm gonna go refill my water. And I am going to be right back. As soon as I'm gonna wait till the ads start. Or it tells me that the ads have started. Oh, I'm gonna wait to that. Might see if I can... don't have... Oh, because I probably have... Yeah, I've only got 2, so... I will have to do that. There's the ads. All right. I will be right back.
When you've been doing this as long as I have, you have people asking you questions about the industry. The other day I was asked by an enormous fan how I keep the content of my show so fresh after all these years. They had the cheek to ask...
All right, I'm back. I'm just waiting for the ads to finish.
In short, no, it is not. See, I just did a whole segment about that. Inspiration can come from the most clueless, misguided places.
I'm gonna try something.
If you're thousands of years old and covered in amber, please consider donating yourself to the museum.
There it is, extensions. Let's try.
Our gift shop has low, low prices. It's the gift that keeps on gifting.
All right, let me see if that did anything. This is me trying stuff out. That did not. Okay, let me. Okay, now I've seen if maybe the overlay does anything. So let me.
Litter does not belong on the floor, and yet
Let me do a disconnect and reconnect. Okay, I don't know if that... I probably needed to like shut off my game, but we'll try that again. No. No idea what the deal is with that.
attention.
Oh, Darwin is sick. Okay, I'm tired of getting that plant. Like, as in, I am really tired of getting that one plant. There we go. Yeah, that would be really, that would be true. That's also called Not My Problem. That one's almost home. I mean, I'm fixing to just send this in. If I just send this to the shredder, I would get my last knowledge point. There we go. We can place that exhibit. Does not require anything special. And we'll do... Oh, we've already got that. So we'll just do... You know what? We'll have like a little... we'll do... There we go. All right, what do you want? Near any botany exhibit, of course. Of course you would want a botany exhibit. Let's do... one of these. Okay, we have... you... injury, I'm going to be able to get rid of with a first aid kit. Illness, should be able to do very easily. Send Aldo, yeah. I'll send Phoebe so maybe they can be happy when they get back. And we'll do a detailed.
Companies will have you jumping through hoops. But we're here to make sure our sky-high rates are in reach for everyone. Swindles, it's so easy.
Okay.
Things like
Botany exhibits are maintained by our experts. Do not feel free to get involved.
Okay, what else do we have? Oh, we just need to do some decoration buzz in here. Yeah, life's too short to deal with spammers.
Gift shop requires an assistant. You work in retail now.
Let's see, we can just do more blue. And we'll have to add the duck.
Guests should be thirsty for knowledge, not literally thirsty.
Yeah, then that should be coming back soon. Yeah, I have an idea for another idea for how to do this, but I don't want to go through and make another. I don't want to go through and delete everything and start over. Not when I'm fixing to go on vacation. Yeah, I just kind of accept that I'm just going to kind of... It's not perfect, but I mean, I can kind of place it. So if I do that, I can do that. And so I can kind of hide stuff. But yeah, I wish you could kind of hide stuff a little bit better. Let's go to wallpaper. And my game is frozen. No. Why does this keep happening? Okay, give me 1 second. You make fake archways a lot? Yeah. The archways are mods. Okay, my game's frozen. I gotta start over on it. Give me just a few seconds. Although I think when I get back, I want to try to do the sandbox. I think that's one of the achievements that I don't have is getting your sandbox. I think all you have to do is like get to like level 10. Let me check the... Yeah, I'm only missing 2 achievements, which is have a donation stand defrosted by a cave or vandalized by a defrosted cave person, and then build a sandbox to level 10. Okay, that's at least not too bad.
It's wild to think that in times gone goodbye, I'd do a show, the broadcast would end, and it would be gone. Nowadays, my voice is showing up in all sorts of places, at all sorts of times. Kinda trippy. But I hope you're having a good day, wherever and whenever you are.
Let's see. Then we also had the duck.
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
Okay, I just need a botany exhibit. That's hopefully in progress with that one. We will see on that though. Care about those. I'm not going to sell. So then the big thing with if I do the sandbox is because you can decide. There's a lot of different things. So what we can do is before. I like how I've got this little setup here. What we can do before we end today, not anytime soon. We've got at least a couple of hours. Is I can kind of put it through as a poll of what what settings I should have for the sandbox.
A gift shop is fantastic value. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, this one's got 2 frogs and 4 goblins. How are the goblins doing? Oh, I remember what I was going to do, what I needed to do. I have some sick staff.
Assistant to restock gift shop. Please and thank you.
So we can... For the time being, I'll just put that there and we'll do a large donation stand right there. Goblins are bugged. Didn't check the forum actually, but they never interact with any entertainment items. I think... I don't know if they do interact with entertainment items. That's a dwarf. Where is... Because there are 2 different types of goblins. There are goblin thieves and then there are regular goblins. And they're attracted to all that glitters, basically. Can't even find one. Oh, here he is. Here's one. So, goblin, increased buzz, increased entertainment, increased environment near donation stands, donates less than other guests. So he's about buzz and environment. Oh, your goblin ghosts? Yeah, my goblin ghosts are usually... Yeah, they don't interact with anything, and then they get mad, and then... Like, once any music, hates lodge. Done. What does he do? He sits and pouts.
I've heard from some of my most talkative sources that bungled technologies are toying around with dinosaur bones, looking to make themselves a genuine prehistoric
Wants an antique bookcase. Does he ever interact with it? No.
Will it be just like that Roderick Cushion film? Don't worry, people. Serious crackpots, such as myself, are on.
This one's even a jokester. So he's supposed to entertain other spirits. I don't know. Although, you know, I mean, well, I was to say that they tend to go up on this because maybe you have to have more, but his entertainment's going down.
Guests touching electrical exhibits will be shocked by what they find.
I don't know. I just have, it might just be a goblin thing. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe it's something that the 5th update will fix or address, maybe. I don't know. To be fair, I haven't brought it up on their Discord or anything. Yeah, if you like how I've got the layout here, you will absolutely love the layout on my YouTube. My other save. Yeah, I meant to get more than just Spectrum Fish in here. Oh, okay, I can I can shred some of these. You want a sea anemone. You also want a sea anemone. That sounds like you want to become fish and chips. Where is my shredder? There it is. Yeah. I can't wait for that. Oh, speaking of which, do we have, oh, we do have a box back. Space fantasy and botany too. Yeah, I agree. That's not really what I wanted. But I'll place it somewhere over here. Near a cave family diorama. Do I even have that? I don't think I do, or do I? Oh, here it is. There we go.
It doesn't matter how hungry you are, do not eat the exhibits.
Okay, I want... I think I was going after some food items was what I was trying to do. Botany. Do that. Hold on, what do you have something? Oh, something that probably snake charmer. And then we can do that one. We'll do detailed. And we'll do XP detailed. Oh, and then I've got one more frogborn.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
We'll put that in there. We did get a perk. I don't think... I think marine, we have everything. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting more knowledge that betters our stuff. Okay, there's... Oh, but I've already got the frogborn. Well, the frogborn... Yeah, the frogborn's something else. So yeah, some of this is I need to go through and figure out what I've got, like... what I've got knowledge on and what I don't. So I can get everything. Although for prehistory... Prehistory, I have everything, so it would just better the museum. Botany, I'm still missing a few things. Paranormal, I'm missing a few. Marine life, I believe I have everything. Space, I have everything. Science, not even close. Ooh, there's a column.
This is Getaway Provider of the Year.
And fantasy. Ooh, we're about to get the unicorn hedge. If I can get stuff. Oh, the aquarium series? Yeah. What did you think? What did you think of Mega Aquarium? I'm waiting for those two to come back. A lot of people on break. You added it to your wish list? Good. Yeah, and when it goes on sale, it's a pretty nice sale, I will say. I don't know when. I can check something real quick.
Guests waiting to buy a ticket are asked to bear with us indefinitely.
Let's see. Price history. Yeah, when it goes on sale, it'll go down to, like, right now it usually sells for 25, and when it goes on sale it goes down to like 750. We got a dilemma. Trying to see if there was January, February, March, May, June. Okay, August. It just came off of a sale.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
But yeah, but it looks like it regularly goes on sale, so... Because we got museum update soon, and then I even requested a day off of work just to be lazy. Yeah. Oh, dilemma. Let's do the dilemma. Poll. We have soon to be X cave. As the team carries the exhibit through the narrow tunnel, an earthquake begins to shake the walls. Do we get out of there? It's probably nothing, so do we ignore it? Or do we protect the exhibit? Hold on. This guy's 40%. It might be worth getting, since I've got a botanist over on there. Let me guess how you voted. Probably the same way I would vote. Because I got priorities. Yep, that's exactly how I was going to vote. Protect the exhibit. Hurdy leg plus 2 days. The cave collapses as your team reaches the entrance, trapping one of the crew inside. Things are tense for a moment, but soon the staff member is free and the team can come home. That sounds like it got really close to being an MIA. It does reach a point where it's like everything you get is going to be put it right there. Okay, what do you want? Near a vine column, what you've got, you just need a little bit of decoration buzz. It's probably nothing. Might be an MIA. Yeah. Was that enough? That was enough. Level 12. Oh, I've also got botany. Yeah, we got the flag on fruit. I wish it would tell me, like, okay, I like that the amount found. I would like to have another one that's basically like the number that I have in this current museum. Yeah, they've reached max level. This is one of the send them with expedition. We're just gonna do safe. Does it show the number in museum on the exhibit info? It does. So, oh, we got moles again. Stupid moles. Oh, we need a... Which means, hold on, I gotta get... Over here, I need camera. Oh, he just left out of there. Okay, let's... I feel like you can probably tell when people started joining and playing 2 Point Museum based on probably the number of cameras that they place in their museum. Yeah, do they go overboard? Are they like, is their museum littered with cameras where like every square inch is like saturated? Do they have the blind trust that their camera guys might just be competent? Hold on, let's see. Security. No, and I don't think I have a training room anyway. Agnes, we'll do over here. Yeah, you've actually got someone in there. Caught him.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
And then also the number of robo security guards shows how many. There's the cave person. There, it's in use. Okay, I think that was it. Nope, never mind. He's got his backpack, which means he probably already has something. Screw it. We're just going to go and hire. There. And I like the feature, like if they've got the backpack, then you know that they've already stolen something. Potentially stolen something. Yeah, he stole that. Hold on, let me put him in the shredder. Yeah, glad they updated security. Replaying hospital right now, and I forgot how horrible the AI of staff is. It's annoying to micromanage every single room, especially in the larger hospitals. Even with higher priority and free staff, they never staff efficiently. Yeah. I am... Hold on. No, you have to go to there, but I need someone with pilot wings. I seem to think he might be actually trained for this, so we're gonna have to hold off on that. Yeah, I've been going through... Okay. In fairness, I did not expect to be playing Museum this long. I expected it to maybe be like... You know, you maybe have like 50 levels or finish the stories. I did not anticipate this being like, oh, well, here we are in like 9 stars later, and I'm still not done. Um. Okay, those two are max level. Beehive.
People, you don't want to get smoothed over.
There's a crate on the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team have returned safely.
I'll put that like right there. Oh, it's only worth 1. It wants snowy rock. I don't feel like... There. I don't feel like getting out snowy rocks just for something that's average. Hold up.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
Yeah. Because you have all the DLC for Hospital, and this is maybe my 3rd playthrough, and I have 93 hours. Museum, I have nearly 300 already. Yeah, I think I was looking at it this morning. I have like 340 in Museum. Hold on, we can do a realization station. Put right there. Tuning forks. Like I said, I think I want to do separate buildings for each one of the... We'll put the soundstage over here.
You are prohibited from bringing food into the museum and encouraged to make do with what we have.
Oh, that just needs decoration. And that just needs decoration. Let me see this guy. There we go. We can do that speedy.
Announcement. The expedition team are in a rush. Get out of their way.
Yeah, I have all the DLC for Hospital as well. And I actually plan on doing... I planned on doing Hospital next after I finished 2 Point Campus. But I think the last 2 levels that I did in Campus, one of them, the audio was like absolute trash. And I tried to clean it up. It's okay, but it's not the best. And then The other one is just, it is not being nice. I am looking to see. When does that one start? Okay. Yeah, my 2-point museum that releases on September 11th is when I actually start putting in the new building and start moving stuff over. And that's what, because I got inspiration from something I saw on their Discord channel and a mod.
Expedition complete. Fetch the crowbar.
There we go.
Imagine a place filled with things you could never afford. Whoa! Countless, priceless artifacts.
We'll do that. I need you. If we do speedy, we'll do that, and we'll have first aid kit. Survey level 0. I don't care what level I get. I just want the cave person.
Locked away for safekeeping. Well,
That's the hope.
Jumbo Museum.
Apparently they need trash cans in here.
Museum for big spenders.
They probably want places to sit too. So I guess we'll have to do some seating. We'll do like a bench or something. Hey Triton, how are you? Let's see if I got another.
Expedition team returning from Bone Belt.
We can just go that just go to inventory. The museum with 2 points, yes. Yeah, guys, why don't y'all like spread out the wealth here? We'll do that.
You are prohibited from bringing food into the museum and encouraged to make do with what we have.
Yeah, I think my points are still broken. But I did find out how to refund them. Let's do...
Attention, guests are feeling thirsty. Please panic accordingly.
There we go.
Please be mindful of puddles as frozen exhibits defrost. It's a shame and it's slippery.
Okay, one of these guys has got to... Here, we'll even move him like right here. I'm trying to get the Steam achievement of... We'll do... Hold on. First aid kit. You. Yeah. Go. Try to get another one.
Guests are invited to stare at the puddle where the frozen exhibit used to be.
Come on. The 2-point redeems are busted. Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? There is the of course they got caught, but worth it. Oh, they're still collecting.
Vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Dude, y'all were right there. Okay, with that means that I only have one more Steam achievement. And that is to reach level 10 in Sandbox. Okay, we're going to sell this one since they can seem to figure out how to do that one.
You can lead a guest to a watery exhibit, but you must not let them drink.
Oh, here's the coal mines. This might actually be... The irony is I really do want a...
Vandals. Caught vandalizing.
Yeah, near a snowy pillar.
Obviously.
Yeah, the only other thing I can think of to try to fix my redeems is like uninstalling everything and doing a fresh install. Like uninstalling the game, and I'm not sure I want to go that nuclear. I mean, it would just be a matter that I would want to back up my save files just in case they don't cloud save adequately enough. Oh, we've still got puddles, so my janitors need to get in here. Do not need the heaters. We do have another ad coming in. So what I'm thinking I might do is when we get back from the ad, I'm going to add some of these belt buckle boots over here. We might go check out the Sandbox settings and make some decisions about what I should do for the Sandbox. Keeping in mind that the Sandbox run would be... it won't be until after I come back from my vacation. We'll do... Real, let's see. Do we have... Misfit can have one. Short stack can have a pair. Out of curiosity, let's see. Do I have anybody in security? Because security is really good to have these on. No. Janitors. No. Then we have fantasy. And last one. I don't think Sue's Gruff is one. We'll send it on Daisy.
listening to the only station that matters, 2 Point Radio. I'm Sir Nigel Bickleworth, the reason we're all here. What will I say next? It's all terribly exciting, but you'll have to wait, because it's time for some music. I'll be back.
Oh, we just need Buzz. If we... Fantasy... No. Fantasy campaign. Elaborate. Near a vine column. Hanging fantasy torch. Yeah, we can do that. Welcome back from the ad. Just going through and looking and noticed that some of these items did not have 100%. Fantasy double banner. And a blacksmith column. Right there, and we'll do... Actually, we'll put one like right there. I think that's everything. Yeah, I don't care about those things. Some of the fish are probably just missing their buzz bonus. But let's go in real quick. We're going to do a quick save. I'm going to go back to the main menu. Since I have at least a few people. So Sandbox settings. So this will be when I come back, I'll do a Sandbox. And my goal is to get for a level 10. But it's... set up some polls here. We have location. We'll do... I can only do like 5 or... Passwater Cove. We'll have... Well, let me put it this way. Rather than doing polls, because I can't really do that. Do I want to do... Well, I can do this. We can narrow it down. Unless y'all want to just speak up in chat. One of the... This is for the location. One of 5 main museums. Pop-up map or Pointy Mountain. You vote for a pop-up? Okay. Now this is just for the map itself. All right, let me do and set up another poll. Yeah, poll's already active. Because I think I've got one on, like, I think Elementary Shoal. I've got, like, level 24, so I know that we can do it. Okay. And I will say, even if Plywood Island doesn't get picked, I do have plans to go back to Plywood Mountain. Okay. So we have county archives, elementary shoal, remote rock, and plywood island. Can I do even less than a minute? No. I'm just gonna pick plywood just so I can do... So yeah, it's looking like it's probably going to be Plywood Island. Which is a really cool one. We could go look at it. We can go look at the museum I've got for it. Okay, so Plywood Island it is. Next poll. We have which mode? We have creative, which is build your museum with creative freedom and plentiful resources. There is career, which looks like it's got a lot more stuff to set up. Where we can set all these different items on. And then hardcore basically kind of has this build your museum with a high level challenge. I think this is where like career is you can kind of customize it. Well, I guess, okay, I think creative you can kind of pick and choose. Career, you can start kind of fixing things. And then hardcore is with high level challenge. It's a rough start. I will say, given how the museums have been, this will probably be my only real plane of the sandbox. Unless I want to like just have something to kind of show stuff off. Okay, so we've got the mode is hardcore. All right. Let's see. See something real quick. All right, so we're going to do hardcore. Let's do, I'm going to try to combine some of these. Allow additional votes, no additional things. So objective. What is this? This is settings. So objective, you have traditional, and then you have buzz based, which is right here. Traditional versus buzz. And then we're going to do plots. Should they be all locked or all unlocked? Yeah, one additional point has to be a pebble point. I'll refund it if I need to. I'm trying to just not do like 10 minutes of polls. Don't put the thief threat to high. Is medium... Okay, so we have objection, looks like traditional. Plots locked. Okay. I know the votes haven't concluded conclusively yet. There we go. All right. Do we want... Okay, so you said like high spawns them every couple of minutes. Medium... Was medium okay? Or we can do this as a low or none. I think the benefit to doing the I wish I could just pick which thief rounds I could get. Like, I don't want the moles. You go medium? Okay. It sounds like medium is probably going to be the consensus. Yeah. Okay, so we also have choose whether or not you want curator class objectives. Disabling curator class objectives allows you to play exclusively in one museum without having to develop new locations. So I'm thinking... If we're going to do this, it sounds like we kind of want to be on... We want to stay on one location. So I think if we disable that, that means that we can exclusively stay in this one location. If I'm reading that correctly. Because I think that was what my goal was to start that. Now, bogeymen are pretty easy to contain because all you have to do is to counter a bogeyman, all you have to do is put a security door in front of the bathrooms and it will alert you anytime the bogeymen, it will reveal them and alert you whenever they come out. So bogeymen they're a nuisance, but they're not just like run free because you know exactly where they spawn. They spawn in a bathroom. And if you don't have a bathroom, they can't spawn. You know, big brain ideas here. Okay, here we have Choose whether Kudosh items should be locked or unlocked by default. In campaign mode, Kudosh is used to unlock a range of decorations. I think I should have to unlock them. Yeah, I do that, but like in my Memento Mile, when you make the larger your single building becomes, the more of an issue it becomes with the game rendering it. And I think that's one reason why sometimes my game will freeze. And just to put that into perspective, my computer has 128 gigabytes of RAM. So it's the program. It's not my computer. My computer, the RAM, I've never hit the RAM at to even 50%. It's not so hard. It's not so much that they're hard. I just hate having to stare at the bathroom like a weirdo whenever they pop up. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you feel like a creep when you do that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, meanwhile, you're back in hospital. That's one thing I really like about museum is I like the fact that the stall kind of closes in on itself. I think we keep... This is some of my input. Let me know if there's any difference of opinion that we should do a vote on this. I'm thinking keeping all Kudosh items locked, so I have to manually unlock them if I want to use them. And then all enlightenment items, same thing. I'd have to be able to unlock them. And then they have custom contraption workshop projects. Would effectively be that... It's basically, I think that's effectively you'd start with the blueprints. So yeah, we can do... a quick poll. Unlocks. Hold on. The curator class, hold on. So, stay in one location. Unlock all Kudosh items. Unlock all Enlight items. Unlock all custom contraptions. Unlock enlightenment. Oh yeah, they animated them and then there. I think it's funny, like in Planet Zoo, they just basically, you have like basically a TARDIS for a bathroom because any number of people can go in. So I think it's mostly these three because I want to stay at one location because I want to focus on that. Okay. Unlock enlightenment items. Turds and rank doo-doo in space. Yeah, that's... Alright, so we have this on... Okay, what do y'all think about staying in one place? If I don't have this that means I would get like to 1 or 2 and then I would have to go somewhere else. So it basically starts over. Yeah, one place. Okay. And then we've got all of the funds. So starting cash could go all the way from 0 to 100. Starting kudosh is nothing to 500. Donation multiplier is 3/4 of donation. I think the default sliders are good. Yeah, max monthly grant is 5,000. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and confirm.
Production company Plywood Studios are allowing the county to open a new museum on its tropical set off the coast of Pebbly Island. More proof that Roderick Cushion's latest films aren't quite landing like the classics. Not that we needed it.
Guests are reminded.
All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. We're going to do a quick save, though. And let's go back to the main menu. So that's going to be needing to start with a... Yeah, so if I go to Sandbox... Yeah, right here. My hardcore Sandbox. Can we edit? Oh, you can edit the stuff. Yeah, having the plots locked when you only have like one location is... so, yeah. Looks like the most we can get is 12 at the time, so... we can go back and we're going to go over here real quick. So I have not... We'll go back and double check some of the pop-ups. This one is really, you don't have access to a... Well, here, let me go into continue. So this is the county archives. And I think I just restarted it on accident. But if you come over here... Oh, you do have a helipad. Oh, okay. No, you don't. Because this is thermal helipad. This is a modded item. That's the only way that I would have access to that. So I would need to, if I were to replay this, I actually do have... Well, let's go back to, hold on, not to there. We're going to go back to the museum map. Okay, so here you can get access to one, but you'd have to have the modded helicopter. So here... If you want to go back to your pop-ups, like say you've already gotten gold on them, you just have to... Hold on, we can sell that.
How's it going, folks? Harrison Wolf, the deep voice of defiance, coming to you directly from 2 Point Radio. I'm gonna lay Hopefully they don't shut us down.
Let's do... Okay. What are you having? Oh, you're having a fit because... I swear, I love this trash can. Yeah. There's my marketing haul. So on this one, as is, you are not able to have... So like if I do helipad, it's only because I have this modded item.
Tickets are for sale at the ticket booth, or they will be when someone starts working there.
So with this, I could actually start expeditions. Yeah, we're just gonna go. I'm gonna fill this out with sand. There.
Guests are reminded that dinosaur bones used to be surrounded by dinosaur.
So yeah, with that addition, I could continue that one. This one, and the biggest thing with the pop-ups is if you hit reset or restart, it wipes everything you've done. So you really want to make sure that you're careful with that.
Reminded that you haven't seen me before.
And this was I was just doing like a little small city aquarium. And I was going to try to fill this out. Now with this one also, this aquarium, because of its mechanics, every month it's going to, any fish that are farmed, it's going to do that. It's cooling down because I've got the popsicle fish in here too. Your fish are going to be farmed and sold off. So something to keep in mind with that is you don't really ever have to worry about your fish, like your aquariums, getting too much. Like you'll almost always have space.
Assistant to restock gift shop. Please and thank you.
So yeah, but this is here. And I mean, I could see, yeah, and that gives you like a little boost of money as well. But part of it's just the mechanic because the game doesn't realize that you've finished the game. You finished this level. Two helipads I put right there. we'll do a quick save. So this one would be good to come in and do like a little bit of an abyss section, like right over here with the lantern and the Dementor fish. Let's go to museum map. And this one is the map that we're going to be doing.
Don't know what botany means, but you're in the right place.
My mad dash of trying to get everything in.
Episode of Digging Deeper with me, Hayley Von Trowell, where we cover all things related to archaeology, science, the unexplained, and rubbish exhibits. Later on, we're going live to the Bone Belt to see if an unheard of pair of scientists can prove human levitation.
I think this was before I really started doing...
First, this listener's theory from General Tyrell Coppersnout, retired, who puts forward a radical idea for...
I think this was before I really started doing like walls and painting regularly.
Instead of brushing away each layer of dirt to carefully uncover and preserve the ancient and often priceless objects being excavated, archaeologists should instead utilize landmines and
Not plants. I think it's wild.
In fact, I should
Yeah,
know.
wild desert. There we go. Let's do... That's cave floor. Let's do sand. Although, if we have grass. There we go.
Despite the odds, some prehistoric artifacts exist to this day. Don't be the reason that changes.
Yeah, so anyway, so this is expanded out, obviously. But I would start with that basic shell. And... I don't even think I start with a helipad, though. Because I think I gotta get that. And I start with only 50,000 and the helipad's worth 100. So, yeah. I have a feeling that this would be something that I will probably just delete and start over when I eventually do this one again. Let's do quick save. We're gonna go back to the museum map. We'll go back up to Pointy Mountain. Although one quick detour. Because I've got a post-it note that I've been trying to... that I need to do.
Please admire the botany exhibits from a safe distance. Some of them do bite.
Not that one. Staff. Experts.
On 2-Point Radio, you're listening to the
Triton said he wanted Happy Thoughts. This was like
Radio by
3 months ago. Or about, maybe not 3 months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago.
What will I say next? It's all terribly exciting. But you'll have to wait, because it's time for some music. I'll be back.
Yeah, and this is the relic of when my redemptions were working. And I would be remiss without saying today, let's see if we do on there. On not like it's really a not a birthday. I guess the hat's really more for celebration and stuff. Today, thank you for the hydrate. Today would have been my grandparents' 81st wedding anniversary. So there we go. There's Triton. Learning how to be happy. Do I have some? I feel like I could get this if I just did a couple of things. Yeah, after all these years, you finally got some training. Let's do 3x12. Hold on. No. It's this one. Okay. Copy.
Check out the deals in the gift shop. They might be too good.
Yeah, but that little delay is actually because this museum is getting too big. So what I need to do is I need to we'll do a elaborate botany. We'll do a elaborate space. What else do I have?
The camera room is currently offline. Don't do anything funny.
I mean, we could do marine. Elaborate. Yeah, we'll just put marketing. Wait, what else do I have for here? We could do Aurora. Well, hold on. Catherine could also be marketing. There. That would get my marketing people up. we're going to close this one.
When you've been doing this as long as I have, you have people asking you questions.
I mean, I like this initial wall,
Enormous fan how I keep the content of my show.
but everything else can go. And I think I just want to kind of truncate it down. This was all designed because the thieves were a nightmare to deal with.
No, it is not. See, I just did a whole segment about that. Inspiration can come from the most clueless, misguided places.
Announcement. Our security measures are being inspected.
Sluggish. Well, actually, hold on. You, and you.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
Trying to see if I can boost it up with just a elaborate ad campaign. Although if these three haven't done it,
Restoration required on exhibit. It's no longer presentable.
all right, let's go see where she is. Yep, you need to go a little faster. For the floor, we have grass, I think. Yeah, this one.
Guests waiting to buy a ticket are asked to bear with us indefinitely.
There's the fossils. We have that. Those two dinosaur bones.
Exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
One thing we could do is we could actually, because here's the rest of the map. Yeah, I think I would have to go in and do stuff. I think if I were to keep anything
Thank you.
of the entire museum is I'd probably keep As much as I like this area that has like the little the amber fossils here. I like this temple run. This was my original temple run. And I really like this botany area where I have like different setups you go through. And of course it has kind of like a directional to get through everything.
Gift shop requires an assistant. You work in retail now.
Oh, I could do a little bit of painting here. I will do to there. I think we'll do to there. I'll cover that up a little bit more.
Imagine a place filled with things you could never afford. Whoa! Countless, priceless artifacts from every corner of the world. Oh, locked away for safekeeping. Well, keep imagining. Oh,
We have that. And then over here, traditional one.
museum for big spenders.
Staff haven't been trained in ages. People are starting to talk.
Let's see, that's there.
Expert required to restore exhibit. You're the expert.
Here we go. And then over on this side, we'll just continue here. Over here, we'll do... gears.
Assistant needed to restock gift shop.
Or we'll do actually do dark ones there. Let's see. Oh yeah, because this would actually go. Yeah. Did I ever get the... Yeah, I did get the summer fish in here. Out of curiosity, because I think they said that the summer items... Yeah, no, the summer items are still here. Or the POI. Say time limited. I would really like it if they had it set so that even if you're just doing Sandbox, that you could kind of toggle on and off retired POI. Because, I mean, the items are still there. They're still circulating in the backlogs of the... They're still circulating in the backlogs of the files. because all it is just a matter of it's rolling a dice to see what percentage chance you have of getting a certain item. There's a new clown. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Do like having the aquarium over here. I might make this the aquarium though. Because we can just...
We would sell more tickets if someone worked in the ticket booth. Sadly, I can't. Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
We can just purchase those. Oh yeah, the 31st. You're correct. I'm gonna snooze that. So what I am... Is it you that's having issues? It is you that's having issues. Just put that right there. Map assets stayed, and you could just build around some of them. Yeah, it kind of does that in Pointy Mountain. Let me go back and show you what I mean with Pointy Mountain. Museum map. Yeah, I mean, you get to keep the fountain. But going back to Pointy Mountain. Did I even get to my... did I get to my level 75 that I wanted to? I don't remember. Yeah, I did. Here they have these. But if you accidentally put something over them or you sell them, they're gone. Now, I think there's a couple of modders. Has the island with the ruins? Yeah, you have to go through around the ruins. There are a couple of modders who are working on trying to like restore it. So like these things. Hold on, let's go over here to mods. I have so many mods. There's also where someone has done where they've taken the stuff that's inside the ghost rooms and they've actually pulled them out. So like here's the hotel rug, the pirate rug, different things that you might have wanted. And now you can access them because they basically, I think it's called like free the ghost mod items or something. It was all like that. I feel like there's way about the 2-point games. I purposely only buy certain plots to keep some of them theming. Yeah. There's a library globe. I need to redo my train room to access all of those library mods. I will also usually, I've got this mod on my campus and I usually will like I'll usually like hide a TARDIS somewhere on my campus. That's all free stuff. Chandelier with nesting bats. What is this? You have little bats hanging. Okay. I have so many things. Oh, and then there's like these tapestries. I, for one, am hoping at some point 2 Point allows to have, or allows it in some way where the mods can, oh, this is really cool. Where the mods will allow it to be able to oh, that's cool. Okay, we're gonna go back to lava. These were items. We're just that were designed. Where is it? Oh, probably because I already have a decal there. It's a lava floor decal. And people are just walking across it. I kind of think I want to do this as smaller buildings. What the? Oh no, you stole one of my stink plants. Whatever shall I do? I have like 5 others of those.
Learning a new skill can be like banging a square hole into your round head. I'll never forget my old math teacher, Mr. Piper Bagman, explaining subjects to me again and again in exactly the same way. He was so frustrated by
So,
finding a
but
building
I think that is...
his pencil in half. And that was the day
I don't think you'll ever be able to recover from such a loss.
well, it's the most I've ever
Oh, yes, yes. I was like, what loss was that?
learning come alive.
Oh, man, they found him.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
Flips table. I didn't care. The one time I'm like, please, yes, take it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But I think that is... Yeah, I guess you could say that really stinks. Yeah, but okay. Stinks that it was stolen or stinks that it was returned? I guess both. All right, so I think I think it's fixing to make me go to another ad. Oh, I have to do an ad break to disable them. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let's do a 30-second ad. All right, welcome back. That takes care of ads for about another 10 minutes. I didn't want to go through another 30 minutes or 3 minutes of ads because I'm fixing to call it for the day. Okay, so when I get back from my vacation, I'm going to do we set up for the sandbox. I want to go through levels 1 through 10. We'll probably also go and add into the Digiverse on that. Hopefully they're not super expensive like the Fantasy Finds DLC ones, because those are just like super expensive. Especially because I'm starting with like 50,000, and that's all going to go towards half of a helicopter pad. I'm gonna have to take a loan out for the rest of that. I am planning on. So the Digiverse comes out on the 28th. So definitely check it out, download it. I am planning to either stream, because I leave for vacation next week sometime. I am planning on either streaming either Thursday night or Friday. Just depends on when I have the time for it. I'm going to stream again with Digiverse, so we can go and look and explore a little bit of that. I will probably, I don't know, I might do county archives with that. I don't know. Or the remote rock. The remote rock. We'll do the remote rock. I'll make a note of that. Digiverse. Okay. So we'll go through. We will look at the Digiverse either Thursday or Friday. I'll stream. No stream next week or the week after. I will be on vacation, and I'm not even going to be on a computer. I will have to borrow my nephew's computer to even get on a computer if I wanted to. Yeah, meet you in the next stream. Good one. And then as soon as when I get back, I will probably be aching to stream again. So I will be, I'll be streaming when I get back. Otherwise, I'm planning on at least taking part of September off from streaming. So I'll probably only do Sundays at least. I got to build back up my reserves, because I have on my YouTube channel, I have like all through September already scheduled out. Because I didn't want to have a lull in content. Yeah, I will. Thank you very much. But with that, let me go find someone to raid. I'm going to go grab some lunch, and then I got to record some more so I can have some reserve stuff back up. Let's see who is... There's that. Hold on. I think I saw someone that looked interesting.
Are there any more of those crackers? The dry ones? Yeah.
Because sometimes I like to,
No, I don't think so.
I like to try to find people that don't have a lot of followers and try to help give them. Try to see if this person talks. They say chill. They're trying to get up to 50, but they've been streaming for a while. But let's go check them out. We'll see how they're doing. So thank y'all for watching. Hit that follow if you like this, and I will see you sometime later this week before I go on holiday.
Staff can receive training to be less useless and more useful.
In the water where they play again, blue water stands beneath the rain, swirling currents full of charm. Nature's rhythm keeps them warm. Tiny bubbles rise and gleam, diving deep into a dream. Blue tail wonders flip and swim, moonlight jokes on every whim. Otters in the blue they glide, waltzing waves and ocean's pride. Sapphire fur and laughter free, in this world they hold the key. Ripples turn to symphonies, chasing after mysteries. Paws that tickle in the tide, round and round they slip and slide. Whiskers twitch with gleeful cheer, stories whispered ear to ear. In the blue they twirl and soar, magic hides beneath the shore. Day and night they weave a spell, playful tales they love to tell. Rainbow fish their closest friends,